Thy mule in the flesh. It's October 5th. It's a Saturday. It's early in the morning. Taking the boat out today. Solo. First time ever going solo on my boat. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've been on the boat, since June. The Bassmaster Smoker Craft, or the Puff Puff Bass Smoker Craft. Brought to you by Beer Nuts and such. It wasn't very well maintained before I bought it, so within a year of buying it, I had to rebuild the motor complete top to bottom. The Minn Kota wasn't mounted. I've been having trouble with that. There were some holes in the boat, which now I've patched. That's the main reason. One of the rivets busted even more, so a slow leak turned into a big leak. So the boat is patched. The Minn Kota is not working right now, but it's mid-October, so after I take a couple more trips, I will take that in to get serviced. There's a couple issues with it. Tried all my troubleshooting and I don't know what's going on. So I got my anchor. We're going to West Branch State Park today. There's no horse limit, no speed zones and all that. So I'm just gonna go whip around. There's tons of little coves and inlets and creeks. It's a dammed lake, so there's plenty of little areas to hide. I'm going to just drop anchor in a ton of different spots and just fish out. So not really worried about not having the Minn Kota. For the first summer and a half that I had the boat, I did not even own the Minn Kota. It was still up at Uncle Albert's.
You got it. Oh shit.
Then I went and picked it up and installed it. So get it out 2-3 more times, including today, and then spend the whole winter getting her back in shape for next year. No Uncle Canada today, no anybody today, just myself, and we're gonna roll. So swag, Puff Daddies. Here we are. This is West Branch State Park. It's a big inland lake. It's dammed up reservoir. I'll include a photo of the map here just so you can see. It's beautiful out here today, October 5th, Saturday. It is about 60 degrees, a little nibbly, but not too bad. Perfect sunshine. Never taken the boat out completely by myself before, except over on the Allegheny at Uncle Albert's, but that did not include launching it by myself. You know, we'd put it in and then I'd run, take a few laps up and down the river by myself as everyone else was doing their thing. So this is my first ever, like I said, solo launch. Taking my time. I know what I'm doing, but normally I have Canada helping or anyone that's with me helping, so I'm gonna go over each process. We've done it 1,000 times. It's just different, you know. It's been pretty hot the past week or two, so I'm hoping after this cold spell the past 3 nights, came close to our first frost last night, dropped down to about 52. I'm hoping the bass have moved up shallow, starting to get fat, and yeah, we're already getting towards that time of year, so. All right, so first solo launch was flawless. She's in the water now. I'm walking back down to the ramp. Gonna hop on. Some decent traffic today, but the lot's not even a third full, maybe a quarter. All right, well, we're out here. First time solo dolo. Let's go try and catch some fish. All right, Puff Puff in the house. We're out here, first spot. Like I said, my Minn Kota's down. It's not even getting power. I'm gonna have to do a wire job and whatnot. Don't really know what to do with that. I'm just gonna ride it out till the end of the year and fix it over the winter time. First spot right over here. I'm anchored off this point up here. I'm gonna fish this rock wall and see what we can come up with. So I got a bunch of hours. We're just gonna move around today and see if we can link into anything. So Puff Puff, Daddy-O's in his house. So fishing back in these little coves today. Without the Minn Kota, like I said, the first half year I owned it, then the next season up until about June or July. So basically a full year. I did not have a Minn Kota. I did, it just wasn't installed, I suppose. And not having it today, it's definitely, I wouldn't say getting to me, but I definitely miss it. Spot number 2, I got Got a football jig on with a Buddha Baits natural green 4-inch trailer, going for the natural. Water clarity is not great, probably 3 to 5. And then going with my blackback shad Kevin 2.5. So this lake is heavily fished, mainly for the muskie, big time muskie. There's also a lot of duck blinds out here. I know I have buddies that come out here and shoot ducks. So I didn't come out here with the greatest hopes of 30, 40 fish, obviously. Like to hook into 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. So we're going to move on down the lake to a new spot and just keep hitting it. So it's only about 2 o'clock. Been out here about an hour. All right, I haven't filmed in 2 hours. I'm very frustrated. Some things have happened. I'll get to that in a second. First one of the day. It's been here since 1 o'clock-ish. It's about 5:30-ish. His name's going to be El Patron, a.k.a. Pablo Escobar. Thank God. Caught him on the Kevin that I showed you earlier. Thank God. All right. I'm going to give you some stories here in a second. Let me get him back in the water. Pablo Escobar, El Padroni, thank you so much. Just made the day a little better. So we're making a run down to the west side of the lake, and these are all looking for something dead over here. I don't know what the hell it could be, but something really big has got to be dead over here. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I here just made about a 6 or 7 mile run down the lake. I stopped on this little island. You can see behind me is the dam. It's a spillway. Water line here doesn't reflect as much because we're further close to the dam, but this water level varies anywhere from 8 to 15 feet. So it's been a very tough day. I got the boat beached right there. Semi-V flat bottom with a jet. You can do that. Been a very tough day today. Got out here just before 1 o'clock. It's been fun, great weather. Fishing's been terrible. We had our first 2 nights in the 50s, so I think that they're just going through that transition. Oh, this is a big peninsula island. It's cool. So on that note, I got snagged in a tree. I went to grab the line at the tip of my rod, and I stumbled as I grabbed the tip of my rod and broke the top eyelet off. So it's a $130 rod, which is now as good as garbage. Many of you are going to tell me just go buy a $3 tip repair kit. Don't really screw with that much. The integrity of the rod is destroyed. Those tip repair kits just break off twice, if not 3 times as fast as any tip you'd break yourself. As you can see, I'm really wet. There's a lot of chop out there in the wind, so I got soaked, which is why I don't have my flannel on. Caught 1 fish you saw probably about a half hour ago. So yeah, broken rod, slow bite. Talked to 2 or 3 other boats. None of them have gotten anything. No bites, no hits, no fish. So I'm thankful I got 1. I haven't seen anybody else pull anything in on that note either. There's, generally speaking, a significantly less amount of boats out here as normal. Normally every parking lot's full at the ramps. I drove by 2 ramps, they were empty. I just drove by the ramp where I'm taking out. It's like 3 miles back that way, and everyone was gone. A lot of fun. It's about 5:30, 5:45. I got about another hour, then I'm gonna head back to the ramp and take out before it gets too dark. I just saw this little island over here and I wanted to come check out the dam and everything. This lake's very big. It's about 16, I think, miles. It goes east to west, so it's really cool up over here. So for a slow day though, the weather's nice. I'm glad I caught something. Did a lot of exploring. Have never taken my boat to this lake. Haven't been to this lake in several years. Never really did super well out here. Big thing on this lake is muskie. So one thing I wanted to talk about today, whether the fishing was good or not, is responsibility on the water. I know you've seen our videos before. You probably know that we like to have a good time. It's not the smartest thing to do on the water anymore. You've seen us on the water smoking and drinking. I can self-admit right here, go watch any of the videos. You've seen me drinking beers while behind the wheel of my boat. Now, I never got in trouble, thank God for myself, never hurt anybody, thank God for myself and everybody else. But just the amount of irresponsibility that it shows. You know, I guess as you get older and whatnot, you kind of see things in a different perspective, and without any preaching or any of that. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, a lot of lifestyle choices and changes. I'm kind of ashamed and embarrassed in a lot of senses that I, you know, would put that out there as, hey, I'm the captain of a boat. We're going out there catching fish, having a good time, but doing it completely irresponsibly and with severe negligence for my own safety and the safety of everybody else around us. I'm not going to be drinking beer or any liquor for that matter while behind the wheel of a boat, much less a car. What's the difference between a car and a boat? One's on water, one's on land. Why would you put yourself in that position? Why would you, especially in my case on YouTube, formally announce it to everybody like, hey, I'm driving my boat while drunk? It's always fun in moderation. If I'm not the captain on someone else's boat, or if I'm on a pleasure cruise and I'm not responsible, odds are I'm, you know, probably going to enjoy myself. Same with the smoky smoke. Smoky smoke never hurt nobody, but it does impair your judgment. You know, so I guess point being, no preaching, just I do want to apologize if anyone was ever offended, or if anybody in the younger crowd who subscribes to us, or, you know, just anyone along those lines that sees it for what it is. It's not cool. It is fun to, you know, have a couple beers with your buddies and go catch fish, but you got to do it the right way. If I'm the captain of the boat, if you're the captain of the boat, you cannot have one sip. It's honestly a miracle that ODNR's only stopped us one time, and it was at the ramp putting in. Luckily, he didn't search our cooler, because if he did, he would have saw a 6-pack. And obviously, you know. So from there, like I said, I just want to, not going to see us out there anymore drinking a ton of booze on the boat. I'm not going to see us out there really, you know, Chief Keefing on the boat. Occasionally it may happen. Like I said, if I'm not at the helm, I'm going to want to enjoy myself just as much as the next guy. But be responsible. My goal is not to show the younger generation or people that are not super into or new to the sport, you know, I guess it's kind of a stigma or the MO, you know, you get out on the water, you drink some beers, you have a good time, but no, there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. Like I said, watching back on most of our old and recent videos, and you saw me drunk behind the wheel several times. I hope I can't get in trouble for this now, but it's not happening anymore. The last few times I've been out on the boat, I haven't been filming as much this year. Been so busy with other things, getting out's been a treat. It's not happening anymore. It's not the look that I want to put on our pages and our profile. Yes, we are puff bass. You know, we do enjoy ourselves here and there, but just be smart, be responsible. I know I'm kind of ranting now, but I apologize if I offended anybody. I'm sure if any of these kids, or I'm sure if any of these younger generation people, whatever, 13 years old, yes, we have a lot of fun and we goof off and crack jokes and act like idiots. That's just how we are. But I'm sure if any of these parents or adults that watch the channel, so basically, yeah, any of these people's parents or any mature, reasonable adults that would happen to see their kids watching this or watch them themselves, you know, they could see we're a lot of fun, but they could see that we're also very irresponsible, or I guess I should say were. So just be smart. Again, things are changing around here a little bit. It's just sometimes you just got to grow up, and in growing up, that means making adult decisions, making wise and legal decisions. So I want everyone out there to be safe. I still want everyone out there to have a good time, you know. And but you don't always need to be liquored up or, you know, waking in a no wake zone, which I've done before too. You know, you got to respect the water, got to respect the rules, got to respect the fishing game itself. And on that note, rant over. Just again, I apologize if we offended anybody. I apologize and hope that if we gave the wrong impression or turned some people off, that they see we just come out here and have fun like everybody else, but we did it the wrong way a lot of times in a lot of ways. So all respect to our fellow anglers, much love to our subscribers, and to anyone who comes across this that doesn't know about us. even with the things that we did or do, we still have a good time. Hope you learn from us. Hope you enjoy watching us. And we're going to continue to build and grow and do what we do. So, rant over thy mule, adulting. You know, if I was a single guy, a lot of mature fisher mommies might want to eat my asshole, but I'm taken. I love my girlfriend, and I don't like people eating my asshole. So, see, exactly. You can have fun and be a jackass. I haven't drank any beer today. I haven't smoked any puff today. Because I'm the captain of the boat. Captain of the boat. Gotta be sensible.